Hello, my gorgeous Virgo lady. This is my new little temporary location where I'm filming from. The energy is absolutely incredible, but I am missing my old little studio where I'm going to be very soon returned back to. But what I was going to say to you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, my gorgeous Virgos, that this September is most certainly going to be the actual month to remember. But first of all, before I go even any further, happy birthday to you, 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 happy birthday, bam 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 bam. My gorgeous Virgolini, my gorgeous Virgo, happy birthday. I really want to say that you are yet again going to find yourself in your element, and I say this on purpose yet again because of course this is the actual month of September. This is going to be the month of September, which is going to be your month most certainly, but it's also at the same time going to be the actual month to remember. So this September is going to be the actual month to remember, and I say this like pretty much so with so much confidence because something is really going to take place which is going to be remarkable, it's going to be incredible, and it's going to leave such a deep impact on you like there is no tomorrow. Actually, I should correct myself. Something is happening right now. Something was going on throughout the actual month of July, throughout the actual month of August, and now September is just going to bring you an absolutely mind-blowing unfoldment. So it's not something that just happened like, yes, something for the first time. No, baby, no. I'm just saying that, this is the part of the actual unfoldment and things that have been happening over the last couple of months, and now this September it's most certainly going to bring you such a huge climax, such a huge moment. And I want to say that it's pretty much so about your life where you have found yourself rather dissatisfied, but in particular when it comes to over the last 4 months as well, there is a very strong connection with the last 4 months and very strong connection with the fact that you just have to be very honest with yourself. So you have been slowing yourself down a little bit because you haven't been kind of honest with yourself to this particular moment, to this particular point. And this is why this September it's going to play such an important role, because you are going to find yourself in your element. Like for example, every single September, and like from the end of August, this is when the energy is rising. This is when you are becoming very strong. This is when you are becoming very powerful. This is when you can do so much, not only like with your hands, but you can do so much. You can create so much purely with the power of your own mind. So this is why I'm saying, because it's a lot to do with a certain dissatisfaction slowly coming to an end. Hallelujah, my gorgeous Virgolinis. And most certainly you need to make the most of it. You have to little bit of swimmy against the currenty, as I mentioned in my previous video, but at the same time it's just really signifying the fact that even if you find yourself feeling really tired, even if you find yourself like feeling really kind of sad or feeling really down, these are the currents that I want you to pay attention to and most certainly to swim again. So 3 major impacts are going to happen, 3 major things are going to happen, 3 major things are actually going to take place this September, my gorgeous Virgolini. So the first of all is the one that I mentioned already, that is to do with the last 4 months, what I was talking about being very unsatisfied. And then another thing, it's pretty much so going to be the time when you're going to reach your kind of like a turning point when it comes to your finances, turning point when it comes to your own fortune, and turning point when it comes to the certain motivation, when it comes to you continuing very important part of your life, which is just going to take you places, which is going to help you to move on and which is going to help you to be quite successful. And the third major huge point this month also, it's going to be a huge major, like, oh my god, beginning, like a crazy beginning that you actually have here. And at the same time, this beginning is going to take place at around the mid-September 2021. But at the same time, it's going to help you to come out of your shell, because you will see that you're going to respond to the certain situation like purely out of your own intuition. And this is also what I need you to remember, you know. What really important is this month, my gorgeous Virgolinis, is the fact that you have to listen to your intuition. This is so important, because you're so smart, you're so clever, you're so intelligent, you're spiritually enlightened, and this is your element. And I want to stress this because a lot is going to be going on. A lot is going to be happening. A lot of decisions you will want to make. There will be lots of thinking that you will have. But then again, there is going to need to be the certain response that is going to need to come from you, solely, directly from you. Because the more you kind of listen, lots of different voices around you, lots of different people around you, the more this is going to drain your energy, and then the more this is going to leave you dry when it comes to responding in a certain way. So you most certainly have to understand that now more than ever you need to listen to your intuition, because a lot is going to be going on, a lot you will want to know, and more above all, you will be told a lot of things by different people, directly or indirectly. But however, you know, the more you leave it kind of prolonged, the more it's going to kind of affect you and have an impact on you. Because as soon as you kind of trust yourself, you are going to trust yourself, you're going to respond to the certain situation, and it's going to take an additional 6 months, because this is an important starting point that you're going to have. It's going to take an additional 6 months in order to get to the very much so like a turning point, huge massive turning point. So now September September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So I'm talking about the March. This is going to be like a huge 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So March is going to be absolutely like a big mama moment that you are going to have. And a big, big mama moment in like let me just adjust my little camerina. Yeah, so big mama moment in like a really, it's like, because it is just going to be all about you having a really brilliant outcome, but also you will be proud with yourself, but also at the same time it's going to be connected to the very strong sense of the actual direction that you are going to have, with lots of confirmations. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgo, and it's for September 2021. So this is your monthly horoscope tarot card forecast, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for September 2021. And the date, you know, the first date that I need you to remember is going to be most certainly the 1st of September. September, September, the time to remember. 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 Honestly, the very 1st of September, it's when your Varavumish power is actually going to come back. Something very important is going to turn into your life. Just pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, because you're going to have to just dig a little bit deeper in order to understand that there is going to be very important message for you, very important information, but you're going to have to work for it just a tiny little bit, indeed. So in fact, it's going to happen, and it's going to manifest in between the 1st and the 3rd of September 2021. So this important information that you're going to get hold of, you know, it's going to help you to see things for what they are, and this is going to be remarkable, and it's going to be quite important moment in time for you, because you will kind of know almost immediately, you will feel something so important within you. You will enter a whole new significant portal at the same time. But then again, that in itself is going to reflect in you starting to feel like something very kind of within your heart. You're going to feel you're on a path. You will know where you need to be. You will know where you need to go. You will know what you need to do. And this is going to pretty much going to be connected to the certain changes that you're going to need to make at the same time. And before, if that happened like about 3 or 4 months ago, you'd be like, no, baby, no. But now this is the whole new ball that it's actually going to start get rolling at the same time, which is in itself going to reflect on you having this absolutely wonderful power and strength and motivation in order to move on. It's all boiling down to the certain point, my babies. It's about you moving on with your life. It's about you feeling it. It's about you knowing it. And the things that have been happening in your life over the past months in particular, this is going to have such a strong connection. But before you didn't have this specific key, and now you're going to have this specific key, my gorgeous Virgolini. So this is why this is so important. It's about you coming out of yourself. It's about you understanding things for what they are, but also at the same time, you need to understand things need to come from you. You need to pay attention to yourself. You need to pay attention to your intuition. But then at the same time, you also, it's just as important to work as a part of the team. Whether this is to communicate, talk, express yourself. And the team, this is also splitting in two levels, in two different situations. One part of the team, it's just basically you talking to people in your home, within your environment, like your family members. And then on another hand, if you're working on something, for example, if you're working and you have a career and things like that, this is going to be the part of your team. If you're like self-employed, you need to understand that now it's the time to communicate, to open yourself, to express yourself, and conversation, it's very, very important. And you know what else is coming up? I'm so happy for you that in between the 1st and the 3rd of September, you are going to have such an important moment of justice. This is about the balance. This is so important to you because at the same time, you will know specifically which part of your life is going to come to an end. And this in itself is also yet again going to confirm things for you, things to you, that you have the power within. You have a power within yourself, and now you just need to take it on the next level. The balance is going to be absolutely perfect, but then at the same time, there is a certain advice that you are going to get from somebody very special, from somebody very sacred, from somebody very significant in your life. You will kind of exactly know what to do, but then you will kind of also at the same time, this is to do with the plans for the future. This is to do with the whole year of 2022. This is not only to do with the 2021, but this is a very strong connection with the things that are going to start happening now, and they are going to start beautifully drifting towards the year 2022. So by the time you get to the actual June, July, and August 2022, look, where did I jump to? It's going to be incredible, and you will be able to see things with a completely different eyes, but the connection is going to be absolutely undeniable. So you're going to find yourself on a very powerful spiritual plane at the same time. You will kind of feel things, you will know things, you will know kind of which direction to go towards, which is going to require changes and things that you have been thinking about, but also, your eyes are going to be tied, you're not going to be too sure like which way to go at that moment in time. You will not have everything completely planned, but this is why I say that you have to follow your heart, you have to follow your intuition, because these are going to be your eyes. Your third psychic eye is going to be absolutely wide open, and this is something that you need to pay attention to, because this is going to answer very much so two important questions to you that you have been completely kind of, oh my god, I'm not too sure what to do over the last 13 months in particular, 1-3. But then again at the same time, this is going to help you to reach the moment of such a powerful, important, strong enlightenment. This is all about your success, my babies. This is all about your happiness. This is all about the adjustment that you need to make, but also you need to trust yourself. This is very, very important moment in time indeed, and it's the time to shine. Just remember, September, it's going to be the time to most certainly remember. But what I was going to say really is just like it is time to shine. It is the time of enlightenment. What you're going to do now, it's what you need to do, what you must do, what you have to do, and it's going to pave the path towards your own success. Pay attention to the offers, pay attention what people are saying as well, but don't kind of like go by it. Don't kind of get hold of it too much. As I said, you have to follow follow your intuition, but pay attention to the informations that you have. Pay attention to the messages and how you feel. This is all going to be really, really important when it comes to you and when it comes to your path and when it comes to your personal power. The second important date, the second important date, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's going to be the actual 9th of September. Actually, it's going to be 9th of September, 10th of September, and the 11th of September. So the 9th of September in particular, this is all about the actual adjustment and readjustment. The 9th of September, it's going to be the time when you're going to have your own return. The 9th of September, it's going to be the time when you're going to return to something, But what you're going to return to, it's not so much symbolical about it, like this is so important. No, baby, no. But it's maybe to do with like a certain travel, or maybe it's to do with like a certain point, like moving from square number 1 to square number 2 and then coming back to square number 1. It's just like to do with like a maybe adjustment, maybe like a tiny little mini travel, but also it's just about you returning to something. You're returning to something quite significant in your life, but that significance is slowly becoming not so significant, because it's also going to be the very important part of your own confirmation that I have been talking about. It's just going to be the light bulb above your head, like ooh la la, ta da da ta ta da ta. Very, very important, because you are just going to find yourself on a very, very sacred mission. You're going to find yourself on a very sacred path. You're going to be firmly sitting, and you're going to be firmly like a focusing. And that in itself is just going to be absolutely remarkable moment in time, because at the same time, it's just going to help you to pay attention to something very important, that what you do, what you know how to do, something like the way you express yourself, you're going to need to take on the next level. And that is also going to be connected to the actual magical answer. Because a lot of confusion is going to be going on the 9th of September. But then again, you've got the 10th of September, where you are most certainly going to become aware of the certain success coming to you. Something very important is going to come to you. It's like the next step. It's going to be absolutely obvious at this moment in time. And this is also going to yet again have a very strong connection when it comes to the actual 11th of September. Because the 11th of September, you're going to have a moment like, oh my God. This in itself, by the time you get to the actual 11th of September, it's just going to boil into that particular moment. It's about your own spiritual awakening. This is going to be remarkable, because you're going to walk into like such a powerful time of your life. This is going to rejuvenate you like there is no tomorrow. Pay attention to your dreams. And if you haven't got a dreams, if you're not kind of remembering your dreams, then you most certainly need to pay attention to what is the very first thing on your mind in the morning on the 11th of September, because that is also going to bring you a remarkable answer. But at the same time, it is just going to become a very strong and a powerful sense of direction. It's absolutely important for you to understand that the 11th of September, it's not only going to be your own spiritual awakening, but it's just going to probably bring you the most important confirmation of your life. You will know where to look, you will know where to go, but at the same time, I'm hearing noises. You will know where to do. You will know where to go, but at the same time, it is just like a kind of like an answer that you are going to have when it comes to you. What do you need to do in order to be recognized? You will want to be recognized for something so important, and this is on one hand very personal to you. On another hand, this is something that is just going to mean to you so much. But then again, this is something that you have to do purely when it comes to your own. I've just knocked this over again. Purely, this is going to be important when it comes to your own success. This is so significant, like there is no tomorrow. No matter where you are, no matter what you do, whether you are retired, this is going to be such an important moment in time. You're going to find yourself in a very, very emotional here, but it's a good emotions, very important emotions, powerful emotions, because it's at the same time going to be connected to the sense of direction. If you're working, this is all to do like what the next step is going to be and what you want to do. It's going to be playing an important role in your life at the same time what you want to do, purely because you are going to be able to do this. So it's pretty much so like you have been thinking about moving on with your life, but then again, you just haven't been giving enough credit to yourself, and purely because you can do it. You can do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you wish to do. You can move on with your life whenever you want to move on with your life, but something was blocking you. Something was creating a blockage, and that blockage is going to come to an end. And this is where you will know that you are going to draw the line. And this is what is going to open your eyes at the same time and give you the power and give you the strength and give you the realization that yes, you can do what you want to do in order to go to the next step of your life. But you just have to trust yourself, because this is most certainly going to bring you victory, victory, and victory. A rather victorious moment in time indeed. On another hand, when it comes to the actual 9th, 10th, and 11th of September, somebody's mask is going to fall, so you need to be a little bit careful. Somebody's mask is going to fall yet again, and somebody's mask is going to it's going to surprise you, but it's not going to surprise you. It's to do with like a people that you kind of don't know personally, but then at the same time, you know, you're going to be affected by it like there is no tomorrow. And this is all going to be the part of this complex. This is all going to be the part of this problem that I was talking about, that most certainly this is going to work in your favor because it's just going to get, you know, the kind of like a devilish person, or when the mask falls, you know, it's more about the confirmation, because you're not going to be completely surprised, but then again, you will find this very beneficial. You're going to find something rather artificial about a certain, like maybe people, but then at the same time, this is all going to be so beneficial for you, because it's going to add up towards those things that have been bringing you down, my gorgeous Virgolini. And most importantly, it is about your own victory, victory, victory. This is what I'm talking about. This is where you are heading to, and this is exactly what is going to happen to you. 9th, 10th, and 11th are not only going to bring you the victory, but also slowly you are reaching an important stage. An important circle is coming to an end, and after that, it's going to be success. But you only have to trust yourself. When something new comes up, you need to go and explore it, because that exploration is also going to bring you a remarkable award later on. Sorry. So now, the third important date that I was going to say to you, my gorgeous Virgolini, is going to be the actual 30th of September. 30. The 30th of September, it's going to be remarkable, because, you know, at the same time, there is going to be the person from the past that is going to be playing such an important role in your life. Somebody, a bit of a blast from the past. The person from the past is going to be playing an important role in your life on the 30th of September. By the 30th of September, you will know exactly what I mean. In fact, the last week of September is going to be pretty much so highlighted when it comes to that person, because you are going to be able to realize something so specific and so complex about your life when it comes to that person through that particular person. And this in itself is going to be very important, but it's also going to lead the actual path for success. You will know exactly the very special power that you have. You will know exactly the very special power that you actually possess, but at the same time, you know, this was almost like pretty much so like connected to this person. Is almost as if like this person is going to inspire you, this person is going to remind you of something, this person is going to light a way for you, this person is going to kind of light a candle for you, and once the candle is lit, my babies, you know, there's a whole beautiful forest in front of you that you're most simply not going to be able to ignore. And this is all again pointing down towards the massive victory in your life, you know. And sometimes this life is absolutely crazy, and I said this before in one of my videos, but at the same time you need to stay sane by being on top of things, by keeping on top of things. You have got the power, you have got the energy, you are very unique, but at the same time, you know, this power is going to be highlighted throughout this month. Use it to the best of your abilities. And also, you know, the blockage, very important blockage, is going to be removed on the 30th, on the very last day of September. And once that blockage is removed, you know, it's just something very sacred. It's going to come up. You will be able to recognize the sacred mission, a sacred path, This is going to be more important than anything, my gorgeous Virgolinis. But at the same time, it is just going to connect you with your past as well, with the missing part of yourself that is actually still a part of your past. But now karmically, you need to kind of go back into the past and see what this is. And this is why this wonderful person that I'm talking about, a blast from the past, is going to be playing an important role, because that person is going to remind you about many things that you should be kind of like doing and confirming. But at the same time, most importantly, it's going to kind of reconnect you with a specific part of yourself in your past. You're going to need to go back to your past. You're going to go back to your past, and you're going to kind of like take something that is actually missing. And this is going to be the beautiful and incredible, like a flower that you are going to pick, like a beautiful spiritual flower that is almost immediately going to help you to reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your past. This in itself is going to like really help you to kind of focus on your present moment, but also most importantly, it's going to confirm those things, those remarkable things about your future. You will know that it's time to fly. You will know that it's time to spread your wings, my gorgeous Virgolinis. But it's just so important that, you need to understand that the things don't happen overnight. Sometimes they do, but this is sacred. This is important. You need to understand it's going to be one step at a time. And even now, the 30th of September, it's probably going to bring you one of the most important things of your life when it comes to you making like a superb, incredible, remarkable decision. You will know this is so important. As I said, this is more than anything because it's to do with your own sacred moment in time. It's your sacred mission that is going to be absolutely obvious, but at the same time, normally something would put you off, like in a way of like, oh, it's going to take a really long time and these things like that. But no, now the balance is going to be absolutely right, and you will know exactly that there is a very specific part of your life that you have to like kind of go around and be very, very clever. You're going to need to respond to the certain problem, not how you normally respond, but you're going to turn into this like a cute little thing, like this secretive little thing. You will know exactly where to get to this power, how to get this power, and that in itself, it's also at the same time going to beautifully, wonderfully, amazingly actually protect you. I mean, this is incredible, because this is not only going to protect your life, this is not only going to change your life, this is just gonna basically, when I say that this is going to protect your life, it's just gonna, I'm meaning that this is actually going to help you to reconnect with yourself and to recognize your own power, to trust yourself and do the best possible thing when it comes to your future, when it comes to making the best possible decision. And it's to do with your own success, it's to do with your own readjustment, it's to do with your own following your own path, but at the same time being so strong and brave enough to give enough credit to yourself to follow your own intuition, because it's all based about you responding to things throughout the actual months rather than actually listening other people, because there are lots of voices that are going to be around, but then again, at the same time, you just need to follow your own mission. This is to do with your life mission, it's to do with your life success and it's the reason why it's highlighted like this so much at this very moment in time, because this is September. It's your time and you need to make the most of it. This is going to be connected to the journey. This is going to be connected to the little traveling you're going to need to make. This is going to be connected to the realization that something is going to take a while in order to make the most of it, But then at the same time, it's going to be connected to the biggest, huge, big mama life change that you could possibly make. So it's to do with your security. It's to do with your power. It's to do with your future. It's to do with your future planning. But it's also to do with the fact that sometimes when things are like, oh God, all weird and bizarre, you just need to remember that you just need to go over it, because you are about to get your wings, and once you get your wings, you will be flying, and once you start flying, you will see so much about your life in terms of confirmation when it comes to the certain changes that you need to make. So this is absolutely remarkable. And when it comes to your health, my gorgeous Virgolinis, like when it comes to your nutrition, like it's also so important more than ever to pay attention to your immune system. You need to do things that are going to help you to actually boost your immune system. Now, I strongly recommend to get something like organic camu capsules, or organic camu powder. So if you get organic camu capsules, then you just sorry, need to make that they're just a pure organic camu capsules inside, nothing added in artificial blah blah blah, because they're putting all sorts of fillers. Or you can get organic camu powder, for example, and you can take 1 teaspoon every single morning, for example, alongside natural vitamin D and alongside a natural zinc as well. This is like a when it comes to boosting your immune system, and it's very, very important to actually do this indeed. Try to drink as much water as you possibly can, and also try to get something like organic dandelion tea or organic chamomile tea, because this is going to be remarkable. It's remarkable when it comes to its actual power, when it comes to flushing toxins out of the system, and you're going to find this rather beneficial indeed. But of course, if you do drink these herbal teas, it's going to be very beneficial for you, but don't drink it with sugar. I cannot possibly stand sugar. So maybe a little bit of honey, organic honey, or maybe like organic maple syrup. It's my favorite, and it's also going to be beneficial for you when it comes to giving you the actual energy. If you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant, if you are breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now, my gorgeous Virgo, Lini, I'm just going to check what is going to happen with those of you that are in relationship. Now, there's a certain problem going to come up, and you need to work on it. You know, the Virgos in relationship, there is a problem that is going to need to come up, and you're going to need to work on it. This is very, very important, because karmically, if you don't come up with a solution this by the end of September, it is just gonna drag like a big mama, and you simply do not want that. And on another hand, your partner, husband, wife, you know, my gorgeous Virgolini, those of you that are in relationship, they're struggling with something. Something is not quite wrong. Someone is like kind of having such a negative influence and impact on them when it comes to maybe their own family member, or maybe when it comes to somebody who means to them so much, and somebody's like kind of hurting them, like maybe like a family member, but they're being very quiet about it, but then it's affecting them like so much. So try to see what this is. Try to see who this is. Try to work out who this is, because you can kind of like help out to your partner when it comes to this. But then again, at the same time, it's going to be important, you know, for you to know who this is, so you can kind of like help out to your partner. And if you understand the situation for what it is, then you will be able to understand so much, maybe moodiness and things like that. But on another hand, on a happier note, you know, this is a great time, because also by the time this September finishes, you two are just going to really kind of have a really important moment when it comes to like realizing that your life is slowly going to start changing, but you will also both realize that you just need to take things one step at a time. So now, when it comes to my single Virgolini, oh my God, stranger in the night, Virgolini in the morning, stranger in the night, Virgolini in the morning. My gorgeous Virgolini, you know what? You have got a really interesting situation coming up. Those of you that are single and ready to mingle, there is someone very specific and someone very special who is about to walk into your life. This person is going to be different. This person is going to be a little bit unusual. This person is going to have something so mysterious about them. And this person is not going to be the type of person that you would be able to notice straight away and say, oh my God, she's gorgeous, he's gorgeous, you know. No, baby, no. This is going to be some kind of fatal attraction that is going to come in terms of the actual energy. Somebody very powerful, somebody very mysterious. Their horoscope sign is going to be quite mysterious indeed, but and at the same time, it's somebody who is very much so firmly on the ground, beautifully standing and having, above all, very powerful influence and powerful impact on you. I really like this, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed. So someone is going to walk into your life, and it's also going to have an important, powerful impact on you. And it's not going to be somebody who you're going to kind of notice straight away, but most importantly, as the time goes by, you're just going to feel more attracted, like, hello, my darling, you know, and then you're going to realize that the balance and the energy that this person is creating in your life is going to be absolutely undeniable. And those people are very special. Those people are very important. And those people are very significant when it comes to like being very special souls in our lives, you know, because not only someone who is missing that is going to show up, that is going to manifest, but at the same time, somebody who's going to happen to be there at the right moment, at the right time, and who is most certainly is going to be very beneficial in so many different ways, because they will inspire you. And don't we just love them when they inspire us so much, my gorgeous Virgolinis? And this is what I'm talking about. So many different qualities are going to happen at around that person. And how you're going to meet that person when you least expect it. When you really least expect it, because you're going to be doing one thing and then something really out of the blue is going to happen, you know. And this is what I'm talking about. Very interesting indeed. And the crystal that I'm recommending, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's going to be the actual the spiral that I don't have here with me, unfortunately, to show you, but you will see that there is going to be the pendant that I'm recommending, and that pendant is going to be in the description below. And this is important for you to understand, because this pendant is going to be like a chakra, like a spiral chakra. It's really, really gorgeous, and it's like comes with like a really nice, like a spiral. It's beautiful. It has got a really perfect energy, because there's something about chakra crystals that is different. The combination of chakra crystal is very different at a very certain time of our lives, and especially when it comes to September, October, and November and December. This is something that is going to be beneficial, because it's going to bring you like a peace, a balance into your life, so you will be able to think clearly, you will be able to focus, you will be able to feel grounded in a very beneficial way, because at the same time it's just going to be motivating you like there is no tomorrow. This is a gorgeous little pendant that I'm selling, and also at the same time I highly recommend you to wear it throughout September, October, November and December. It has got all chakra crystals. It's beautiful. It's a solid silver, sterling silver, and it comes with a sterling silver chain, and you will see the link is in the description below, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I didn't have this pendants in for a while, but they were like going like pancakes, like they were going so fast, not only because they're so beneficial, but they're also very, very beautiful. So this is something that I highly recommend you, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed. And by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. My gorgeous Virgolinis, I once again, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my gorgeous Virgolini. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Happy birthday. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.